fans. Hi, Facebook fans. Thanks for visiting my coffee page, coffee fans, and checking out my other videos. I know you're wondering why we are here. Well, why we're here is to talk about another letter in my book, Vibeology. Today we're going to be covering the letter Y, and so this video is brought to you by the letter Y. So if you want to ask why, I'll tell you why. As you know, the letter Y is near the end of the alphabet. What you may not know is that as the 25th letter in the alphabet, it is a 7 vibration because 2 plus 5 equals 7. This would make Y the third of the 7 vibrations represented in our alphabet. The first of the 7 vibrations being the letter G, as in God or good. The second being the 16th letter of the alphabet, the letter P, as in Papa. So, the letter 7 is very, very much concerned with issues of security and sacrifice. These are the things that are most on the mind of people whose names begins with this letter. What is it that I have to secure? What is it that I have to sacrifice in order to secure that which I want to have or keep? They realize that life is a series of events and trade-offs, that there is no way that you can have everything. You've got to give something in order to get something. And these people are all very much about that. Because like I said, 7 is the number of security, protection. It really does stand as an arc in front of the first 6 numbers. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, which is acting as some kind of like a force field barrier. And then you have the number 8, which is kind of like rolling over back and forth over this kind of force field barrier thing here. And then you get to the number 9, which actually looks like a kind of a sperm if you look, or the germane of an idea, right? So, and it's also the number 6 upside down, interestingly enough, right? But that's just a coincidence. Well, people with the letter whose name begin with a 7 vibration will tell you, number 1, they do not like having lots of friends. As a matter of fact, they will be able to count the number of close friends that they have on one hand. Okay? And generally, if they meet somebody else that they really, really like, that person's not going to really get into their clique. Unless one of the other 5 people that are already in their clique drops out. Then they're going to look for a clique replacement. They will definitely do that. However, as long as that group is filled, then they really, as much as they may like you, as much as they may like hanging around you, they really already have a very full social life. And so therefore, nice to see you every once in a while, but you're not really going to make it inside of my clique. Okay? And also, it's very easy for them to discriminate against people who they do not want in their clique at all. And so this makes life a lot easier for them because they keep things whittled down. They realize they cannot protect everyone inside of their walls, but they can select a certain few and protect them. Is this not what God did for Noah? Right? So, your Y vibrations. No, you're not going to have a lot of people whose name begin with Y's, but Yolanda is one that comes immediately to mind. However, you will find Y very much at the end of names, not so much at the beginning of names. So if you recall Brandy, or if you ever met Randy, okay, so this is where Y really forms its most significant role in our alphabet as the last letter shoring up the other letters in any given word. Baby, okay? This is someone you care for that you will want to protect. So to make sure that you want to protect it, the Y is put at the end of the word baby, okay? Because Y, like I said, is the third of the 7 vibrations. So a G vibration will be very much concerned with protection or security and sacrifice of self. The P vibration will apply the same logic of existence towards coupling or towards their idea of finding someone correct. What is it that I must sacrifice in order to be with this person, in order to secure a relationship with this person? And then further on, what things will I have to sacrifice in order to be able to stay with this person? And am I willing to do those things willingly? So your Y vibration, being the third, is going to really take this up a notch and look at the whole family unit. So those whose names begin with the letter Y are going to be very, very much into protection of family. Those whose name end with the letter Y are probably going to look at family as important, but not necessarily as important as outside friendships. Family is very important to be there for in case of emergencies. So if there's something that really may be affecting the whole family unit as a whole, that person is definitely going to show up. However, if it's probably just something like a normal family dinner or something like that, that person may miss out on a lot of family meals because they were out doing things with other people that they felt were more valuable. Okay? And this is a sacrifice that they made willingly. Because whatever they're going to sacrifice and for whatever it is that they want to secure, they know that that sacrifice needs to be made willingly. Because let's face it, you can't be two places in one time. So this is another vibration that's not going to be really, really big on surprise parties. Okay? They don't like being surprised because they're not sure what sacrifices they're going to have to make in order to secure pleasure in this event. Okay? They want to be told in advance about things, and they appreciate that. And of course, you can throw a party for them. If you want to throw a party for them, wonderful. Let them know about it, and so that they can have a little bit of a say-so on how the gathering is going to proceed, and that's going to make them very comfortable, especially your P and your Y vibrations. Your G vibrations can go along with it a little bit more because the surprise party is about them, and life is about them, so they might be a little put off, but they're not going to be too put off with it. So, we're in 7 minutes now, and I think that that's a good time to remind you guys to please visit my Ko-fi page and to like and subscribe to my video if you would like to see more letters that I'm going to be covering. Remember, I'm covering the least popular letters right now because we want to build up to the really popular ones, because I want people to feel comfortable with bidding on the letter of their choice and see which letters are favorite letters of people. So if you have a favorite letter, feel free to visit my Ko-fi site and make a donation towards that letter so that I can move that letter up on the schedule of popular letters for you. Tomorrow we'll be going over the letter Z. And other than that, I want to thank you for purchasing my book, Vibeology. I want to thank you for supporting the second printing of my book, Vibeology, because that's what all this is about, so that we can raise the funds to do a second printing of this book to make it a lot more user-friendly. It's user-friendly right now. However, the type could definitely be a lot bigger, and I need to make that typing a lot bigger, which would make the book, obviously, a lot bigger. It's just some things that you just don't realize when you're self-publishing your own book for the first time. And even though it may look on the computer like that's the right font size, yeah, it wasn't the right font size. Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please watch the other videos on the other letters that I've covered and let me know what you think. And until next time, have a blessed day.